Hi, and welcome to our December Cosmic Weather Report Live with Soul Level Astrologer Mark Borax. I'm Marcella Eversole, and we are entering such a sacred time of year. We are thrilled to be here streaming live with all of you for one of, I guess it will be our final live stream of the year after launching Mark's new book, The Ruby Heart of the Dragon, Sun Signs for Our Times, which was our original conversation where we went and did our Ruby Heart lives every week. Now we are wrapping up for the year, and today we are delving into what Mark sees as most prominent in the cosmic weather. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Mark on.
Yeah, I'm not ready to come on yet.
You're not ready to come on yet? All right, so I'm going to bring Mark off and let's see, hold the space while he's getting ready to begin. I will share that we're excited to keep the book sales going on Amazon, and of course we also really prefer if people can also buy from local bookstores. So I can post those links in the chat in a moment. But I know we have been getting lots of great feedback from our book talks and our travels. We were recently down in New Jersey with a couple of our graduate students, and just loved getting together live with people in the community, and have just been hearing beautiful stories of people reading that chapters of the book to their loved ones and their relatives. And if you haven't gotten your copy of the book, this is a great time to buy it. Maybe think of gifting it to a friend. It's really beautiful to just see how regenerating the zodiac can spark so many new conversations about how we see ourselves and each other. So without further ado, I see Mark has joined us. So we're looking forward to having the cosmic weather for this month woven. So take care.
So thank you. So December started with septiles and quincunxes galore. Septile is a 51-degree 4-minute angle between two planets. It's one of the hardest to spot or to deal with. And the septiles mark the places of the heaviest karmic burden that your soul has chosen, and also it was chosen for to take on, because the whatever karmic burdens we all carry were both partly self-chosen and partly foisted upon us by higher forces. And so that's the heaviest karma we drag around incarnation. But I don't see karma like most other people, and I've written about this and spoken to it many, many times, but I see karma as the greatest blessing and gift on the incarnational zone. And so with December having begun with septiles, the hard karma, as well as quincunxes, which is the second hardest angle or aspect to resolve, two planets 150 miles away. And so with quincunxes, it's your blind spot that is very likely to do you in, because if somebody was at least 180 degrees away from you rather than 150, they'd be opposite you and you could see them, but it's really hard to see the 150-degree angle. It's like in all those Western movies, it's not the gunslinger you're facing down in the street. It's the shotgun up in the window of the whorehouse peeking through the curtains is the quincunx. So we got septiles and quincunxes galore, and that's going to really encourage those of you who tuned in today to get a burst of my positive evolutionary wisdom, because we're in it here. But the gift of quincunxes and septiles is that, like a catapult, they force you down so far and deep that if you get sprung in the recesses of your soul, then no traps, no outer traps are going to catch you ever again. So we're compacted now like a catapult. Marcella, is there anything you want to say about that, or should I keep going?
I think you should keep going.
All right. You came all the way into the studio to tell me that I
I
should
did.
keep
I
going.
did. I
Thank
did.
you,
Yes.
dear. Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Okay. The goddess says keep going, and far be it from me to contradict the goddess. So this isn't an easy time on the planet. Lot of turmoil. And I think for me, the most virulent form of current turmoil that I've been witnessing in friends and lovers and myself is um, is the loss or the losing of a real reason to be alive, you know, the loss of meaning. And so um, it's one thing when you're up against your failures or defeats and you feel exhausted, but it's a whole other thing to um, to lose your very reason to even be here, to even bother. And that's what I've been witnessing going around. And my response to people who have been asking me what I think they should do, having come to that point of despondency and loss of meaning, a lot of people recently have been turning to me to gain my thoughts on that, and I usually respond some version of, I'll tell you what I do when I come to those places is I pick up a guitar and pray to my muse that maybe some beauty and transmutation will pour through me. I give existence another chance to renew itself through my presence and willingness to open the portal and make love to the muse, to make love, to feel creation, that as bad as it might get, and as who even knows how much longer we have here, that there's still something so worth partaking in and showing up for, that it counters everything stacked up against it. Is there anything you want to say about that, Marcel? No. Okay. I don't hear you because you're muted. You know, sometimes I wish I had this ability, but your lips are moving and I can't actually hear you. I guess maybe you don't want to be heard. Okay. So what this can lead to, as far as the catapult springing, not just the catapult being pushed down. I did a graphic description of the catapult getting pushed down now, but what the springing part of it looks like is when you get it in your gut and your cells and your bones that you actually get to be who you are. You get to be who you are. And when you get that in your gut and cells and bones, then any of the places you've been pushed down in life after life spring you towards the ecstasy of presence, towards the agonizing ecstasy of presence. And that's a good sign-off point and title for today's message: the agonizing ecstasy of presence. Marcella, you want to have any last words?
I was just going to write agonizing and ecstasy of presence, but I didn't quite get that in the chat there as a comment. I just think it's kind of a strong report as we head into the solstice time. And yeah, thanks for sharing your wisdom around it. I just want to wish everyone a really sacred, beautiful, inward regeneration, you know, as we get down to it. It's just a week off.
Happy solstice, everybody. Happy renewal, and happy darkness.
Okay, let's see if I can do all this little techie stuff. All right, everybody, let's see if we've gotten a little better at it. Here we go.